Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Oh, shooting chance!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Needed a better pass there. And it's played forward. Foden. Manchester, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Plays it out to the flank. He's had a go!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
It's a loose ball. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. De Bruyne. De Bruyne plays it forward. Over to the left. He's got options out wide. Tries to get it clear.
There's a lot of movement up front.
Yeah, I have noticed that those front players are working very hard, dropping deeper.
Yeah, and I just think it keeps the opposition off guard with so much switching of position. Keeping shape is much harder.
It's on a it's one! First blood drawn. Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Deadlock broken. It hits one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Out to the left it goes. Chance to break. for a throw-in. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. He's had a shot! That's got him rattled. Vinicius Junior, forward it goes. Rodri plays it forward. Kovacic. Hits one! Rodri, Kovacic. He's gone for it! Going through. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Cut out in the nick of time. Tries to get it forward quickly. Vinicius Junior. Aimed into massive lead! Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And the through ball is intercepted. Cuts it out. Vinicius Junior. Oh, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And there's a long ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. He's slid it through. Rodri. Madrid are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for simplicity, Peter. If it works, it's good enough.
That's not going to make it. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Chance! Shot at goal! Vinicius Junior. Kovacic with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Fired deep towards... Up to meet it! Oh, the ball's come loose! It's an entertaining game, this. Both teams have had chances, but it is still 0-0. Vinicius Junior. He could be in here. Rodri. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That'll be the last act of the first half. Both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Here we go again. So deadlock still as the second half begins. He's pulled him up for that challenge. Goes long. Kovacic loses his balance and loses the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Mbappe. Looks to clip it forward. And they've been caught out here. Oh, he's in! Goes to finish! It's gone for a throw-in. Hoists it forward. He's left his man. Delivery from Mbappe. And it's played forward. Kovacic tries lifting it over. Crosses it in low. And the keeper's in command. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he wasn't being fooled. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Well read, he sorted that out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Alexander-Arnold. He's got options out wide. And he's there to clear it. Played into the middle. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger drives it forward. Mbappe. Out for a throw.
Madrid showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Bernardo Silva. Just brushed off the ball there. Alaba.
As scoreless games go, I'd be happy to see this one carry on a bit longer because it's had great honesty and hard work and total commitment As for a possible winner, I'm still not predicting.
Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for space out wide. And now the breakaway. Gets away from his opponent.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And he has been fouled there. And this is the big chance. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Chance! And he's straight offside.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
They are into stoppage time.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And that's been won straight back. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Some wonderful scenes here. It is what we've come to know. Lewandowski! He's delivered all right!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example. And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Plays it out to the wing. Oh, real danger here. Cleared without complication. What a throw in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Knocks it away. Timely intervention. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Plays a clever pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Barcelona scored early, of course, and it's 1-0. Alaba does well there, alert. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Madrid are very keen on the aerial route.
Look, if you're good at it and instructed to carry on doing it, then you find a way of making it work, and they are.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior's cross. And here's, it's Lewandowski! And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Alaba. Valverde. Valverde. João Cancelo positions himself well and cuts it out. And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Vinicius Junior. And that's been won straight back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Valverde considers his options. And this an opportunity to pull level. What a save! Terrific reactions! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
goal chance! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. And here's Lewandowski. Valverde. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Trying to get there. Valverde. And he's cut it out. Hoists it forward. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Barcelona come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And the game has already resumed here. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Alaba. Across the field it goes. João Cancelo gets into the right position to intercept. And he's away. Lewandowski plays it out to the flank. Madrid can make their change now with a break in play. Rudiger. Valverde. Played it again. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Alexander-Arnold.
Madrid are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
And they've been caught out here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. time for changes on both sides, actually. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Just about up to 75 minutes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And here's Lewandowski. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Barcelona looking to widen the gap even further here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Going for goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
He's got options out wide. He gets past his man. Mbappe. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
There's a long ball. He goes for goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
This has gone, that's foul. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for goal! Good, strong hand by the keeper. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And it's played forward.
Barcelona really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
It is now or never. Time is against them. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Barcelona need to hold on for a few more moments. Brahim Diaz. He's played him through. Madrid could have here their final chance. Desperate defending required here. And that's that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Just a goal in it. But that was enough. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation.
These are truly impressive scenes from Glasgow. We are, of course, at the 60,000-seater Celtic Park, one of the most distinct special arenas on this part of the footballing landscape.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
We have already started here.
That'll be a throw-in. Goes for the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Davis tries to get it forward quickly. He's had a goal! Oh, he's really drilled it. Out to the left it goes. And here's Kane. Looking for space out wide.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Well, nobody's going to argue with that. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. And he's surging through. Going for goal! It's anyone's ball. Oh, real danger here. Chooses to go back. Goes for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
A chance that's created through very good grafting. Did well to get in the face of his opponent.
That's been won straight back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Oh, shooting chance! There it is!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And that's a goal kick. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is 1-0. And it's Goretzka. And here's Kane. Kane. That's
That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. It's out for a goal kick. Oh, that is asking for trouble. It could be in. Has a pop! Goal! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. An act of charity gratefully received.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Brings it forward. Driving on, he could shoot here. Hits one! Back of the net! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Manchester get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
It's the whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. No changes at the interval from either side. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. So here comes a substitution, and it would take something pretty special to beat the keeper from this far out. He's there to receive, has a hit! He's pulled off a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Has gone out. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Goretzka. Oh, they can break here. He's got away. Foden continues his run.
Davies simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Manchester are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Who's ball? Who's going to get there? He's going after it. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. And it's Kovacic.
Manchester are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Kovacic. Oh, surely! No foul, says the referee. And it's Kane. Good idea, just poorly executed. It'll be a throw-in. That's a foul, free kick's been given. There's going to be another change here. Battles to win it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Nicely controlled. Could try cutting inside here. The ball has crossed the line and it's a throw. Gets it into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Kovacic plays it out to the flank. That is terrific skill. Out towards the flank. Into the box. And that's been levered clear. Kovacic. Here it comes. And they've been caught out here. Real chance! Forward it goes.
Manchester are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Neuer gets it away.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Kovacic. Oh, it's opened up. Has a go! Hoists it forward. Kimmich. He's found his man. Rodri. almost a final whistle. Whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This one of the great amphitheatre. Real chance! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Tar. Goretzka. Gnabry. Guerrero plays it in. Marquinhos can get it clear. Oh, it's Dembele. Hakimi. He's got through. Can he find a finish? Has a pot! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Fabian Ruiz tries to get it forward quickly. Dembele. Guerrero. Goretzka. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. That's a good ball to find. Goes for goal! Oh, taken with style! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Pete.
Has a hit! Yes, it's there! And again they hit the front.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. That's Dembele. Face to face with the keeper. Guerrero. Tar. Good idea, just poorly executed. Tries to stroke it through. And through to the goalkeeper. Gnabry. And it's Goretzka. A buccaneering run from the defender. He's clearly asking too much with that. Fabian Ruiz. Gnabry, whose scoring skills have already been evident. Well, it really is one cross after another.
Well, with a target to hit, why not keep up the supply? It's simple and...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Goretzka. Guerrero plays it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Goretzka really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Kimmich. Guerrero. Hakimi drives it forward. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Goretzka. Sure, it shapes to shoot! And it's been given away. It for the first half, a breathless ending. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two.
Hits one! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Wigan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Guerrero. And it's Dembele. He's got away. And it's been taken straight back.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Gnabry, crowd calling for him to shoot. Gnabry opts to play it back. And that's been won straight back. Goretzka. And here's Kane.
Kane really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
He's one-on-one, going for goal. And it's there. And they are cruising away. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Wigan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Right through the middle. He's away! Here it is now, he's had a shot! It's there! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning break.
Tries a shot! They've done it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Marquinhos. Referee has just said play on. That intervention was very necessary. Hoists it forward. It is quite a run he's making here. Chance! And it's played forward. Here's the through ball. He's left his man. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Forward it goes. Kimmich making use of the space out wide. Turns and goes back. Defender's on the back foot. Nicely measured pass. He's through and all alone! He's through, hits one! Gets it back. It's a throw in.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. A mouth-watering game this between two very high...
Has a goal! It's there!
Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So, a breakthrough already. Diogo Dalot drives it forward. De Ligt. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Mbappe. And he has been fouled there. Goes for goal! He's pulled off a fine save.
Mbappe is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Hurls himself at it! Brave effort, total commitment.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Casemiro. Back into the middle. Alaba very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Diogo Dalot. Oh, good take in a good area. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee...
Big chance! Vinicius Junior is going to run down the left wing. Battles to win it back. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And that's a throw-in. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Bruno Fernandes. He's away! Can he find a... Has a pop! Taken with style! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual talent on show.
And the shot! Can he deliver? Bruno Fernandes. That's great strength on the ball. Played back in. It's a brilliant interception. Brings it forward. Good idea, just poorly executed. Well played, he saw that coming. Mbappe gets on the end of it. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Hoists it forward. Here it is now, surely! And he's straight offside. He spotted the run and played him through. Keeper's ball. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. That'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Has a pop! And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class! And they've got their lead back. Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvisation and execution. Madrid can make their change now with a break in play. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, great ball, shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Swept in.
Madrid have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking face to face with the keeper. Has a hit! He scored! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. It's going to be a double change, then. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Tries a shot!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Over to the left. Mbappe. Plays it out to the flank. Tosses it in.
And a header!
Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Diogo Dalot.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Just brushed off the ball there. Lobs it in gently. Nice little flick. He's gone for it! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
It's a goal kick. Forward it goes. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for simplicity, Peter. If it works, it's good enough.
Mbappe. That looks a good ball. De Ligt can hoist it clear. Could try cutting inside here. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? He's going after it. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Knocks it away. Alexander-Arnold.
Madrid are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk. Show of character. Rather than let their heads drop, they've stood proud and fought hard. Brilliant. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Promising cross. De Ligt is there to heave it away. Played out to the right. Drilled in low. Chance! Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And that is that. Terrific match, universal commitment to attack, all square and rightly, no loser.
And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a...
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold.
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender.
Mbappe! And he's there to make a great save.
Mbappe sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Mbappe. It's a great ball. Shoots! Goal! France! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
France put themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Timely intervention. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Madrid seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Surely, he's left his man. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Decent looking ball. Mbappe hits one! This could fall anywhere! Turns and goes back. Chance!
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
He's found his man. The referee's awarded a free kick. Dembele considers his options. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. And here's Dembele.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Mbappe. Well played, he saw that coming. Hoists it forward. Dembele. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. He's got through. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Valverde. Madrid are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. France are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for simplicity, Peter. If it works, it's good enough.
Right through the middle. Chance! Tries a shot! And it's half-time here. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence, and not rush into mistakes.
The second half gets underway.
Madrid don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Mbappe. He slid it through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. Two to the good. They have breathing space. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mbappe plays it out to the flank. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Referee has just said play on. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Mbappe is flagged offside.
France making another change here.
Valverde. Shapes to shoot!
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball.
Big chance! It's there! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
That's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Gets the better of his man. Keeps everyone guessing. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Ceballos.
Well, the omens aren't looking favourable for them because they're chasing the ball too much.
Vinicius Junior. Ceballos. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
He's gone for it! And that would have won it.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
He spotted the run and played him through. Oh, he's broken through. A chance! Has a pop! Rudiger gives chase.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put...
Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's come loose. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. And it's played forward. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior is fouled. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity to level it, and they have several in this team who can...
He's had a crack. And it's been taken short. Well read, he sorted that out.
Madrid need to give it everything they have.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. What an adventurous run from a defender.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Kante looks to dink one in. He's in, surely! And the ball is out of play. Alaba. Forward it goes. And the through ball is intercepted. So that's it. It is all over. A fine advertisement for attacking football, a really entertaining game. So many talking points. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This stadium has that feel of a genuine Colosseum. It could only be Rome. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Cuts it out. That'll be a throw. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Liverpool have a free kick. Manchester are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for simplicity, Peter. If it works, it's good enough.
They get a throw in. Salah. Mohamed Salah! He scored! Liverpool draw first blood here.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Oh, what a ball! Goes down, but nothing given. Hoists it forward. Mohamed Salah. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Rodri. And it's Salah. It's got through to him. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Salah. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Hoists it high, and he's there to cut it out. Jones plays it backwards, and goes for goal! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
On behind for a goal kick. Out to the left it goes. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Here it is, now short, he's had a go! They've scored!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Manchester grab the equaliser, shoots! And they get themselves
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Liverpool go into the lead. This possibly the last play of the half. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Liverpool leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. Already up and running for the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Has a pop! In he goes again! In it goes!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Manchester are making a change now, so we have a double substitution going on here. This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And he has been fouled there. Can he deliver? Has a goal! Mighty close.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks. Manchester have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Battles to win it back. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Jones. That's surely a foul, free kick. And there aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. He certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for it! Oh, the ball's come loose! Chance! Skips it away! And they've got their lead back. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Chances coming thick and fast, it's another set piece.
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And the shot! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Manchester making another change here. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's come loose. Van Dijk trying to get there. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Swung over into the massive leap! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class weight.
Isak.
Liverpool showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, that had to be more accurate. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And it's Salah. Hits one! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Kovacic. Referee's given a throw. Salah.
Isak.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Liverpool merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Isak.
Chance to shoot.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Plays it out to the flank. It's Bernardo Silva. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Face to face with the keeper. Can he shoot? It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. That's not going to make it. And he heaves it forward. So that's it. It is all over. What a game. Wonderful stuff and the right result. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Has a pop! Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Rice. Played back in.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Yeah, nobody's going to argue with that. And they've been caught out here.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now.
No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, this poses the defence a few tricky questions, and the answers have to be hard and fast.
Done very well to intervene. Rice. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Mbappe. So it is still 0-0. He's pinged one through here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for the shots! Now can he finish? Goes for it! Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Saka. Merino. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, attempt, just the wrong outcome. Finds himself eased off the ball. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And he's cut it out.
Saka. Good idea, just poorly executed. Hoists it high. And the finish! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
Mbappe. Got it on the right now. What's on? Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. And we've reached half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
And after 45 minutes it is still goalless, a change perhaps after half-time. And we're already back underway here.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something.
Chance! He has done it! The second half off to a spectacular start. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So here comes the substitution. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Rice. Forward it goes. Good ball, it's found its target. Gets away from his opponent. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. And he's going long. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Vinicius Junior. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Rudiger. The only goal came in the early moments of the second period, and the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior. Danger averted for now. It's a throw. Brahim Diaz. They've got a corner here. Massive leap! The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. The defence can get it clear. Brahim Diaz. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Lovely bit of skill there. Gabriel Jesus.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Vinicius Junior. Alaba. Shapes to shoot! Back of the net! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instructor...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, good take in a good area.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rice drives it forward. Brahim Diaz. Caught offside that time.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. Very nice shimmy to manipulate the space, and that was cleverly worked.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Valverde.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Vinicius Junior on a charge down the left. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Over to the left. And it's Alaba. And it's got through. Needs a quality cross. And time is up. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And truly this is... Dembele hits it! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Fabian Ruiz gets it back. Dembele has been found. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! Mbappe! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Vinicius Junior hits one! Oh, good take, and has a go! It's there! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So, a breakthrough already. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Fabian Ruiz. Mbappe. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Fabian Ruiz. Forward it goes. Vinicius Junior. Throw. Wigan have it back and they can go again. And here's Dembele. Alaba. And the ball is out of play. Hakimi. Well, that had to be more accurate. Tried to play it through.
Oh, Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Oh, good interception.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Vinicius Junior done very well to intervene. Tries to get it forward quickly. Wigan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Vinicius Junior. Oh, and the shot! Decent enough try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
And it's played forward. Battles to win it back. And he has been fouled there. And there aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. Hoists it forward. Hernandez does well there, alert. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side.
Chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Fabian Ruiz. Madrid really are almost trying to pass the ball through a brick wall at the moment. You can see the sense of anxiety has now shifted to the stands.
Oh, that's nice. And once more they can't get through. Vinicius Junior, big chance, must be! Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Forward it goes. He's left his man. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra...
Goes for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.